Welcome to week 6 of the high school football season. North Central 4-1 hosting 3-2 Carmel here at North Central High School with Isaiah Rosner. I'm Max Gabovitch. Isaiah, North Central coming off their first loss of the season, a pretty ugly one. Pretty quite frankly, a 47-0 loss at Center Grove.
Yeah, that's not one you want to think about a whole lot. They've had a great season outside of that one game, and unfortunately, Center Grove just looks like they're going to take the state easily this year. I mean, they're just dominating every single team they play, and so I don't think you can, I would have liked for the Panthers to score at least once, maybe, and play a little bit better defense, but as for the end result, you can't really fault them for losing to the Trojans.
Oh, and coming into this one against Carmel, you can at least look at Carmel didn't have much more luck against Center Grove, a 42-0 loss to the Trojans earlier this season. So obviously the Trojans are at a different level than anyone in the state. North Central won the coin toss and deferred to the second half, so Carmel will be getting the ball to start this game. And we'll see that North Central defense, which really has been the strong side of the ball for the Panthers.
Yeah, they absolutely had that. That's what's kept them in some of these games. I mean, the defense has just played very well. They have so many great pieces on defense. I don't even know if they have any really truly elite defenders. Maybe Theron Johnson, but they just have a lot of good players that get it done on the defensive side of the ball, making tackles, making plays, and really a good committee approach to the overall defense. I think one thing I'm looking for the Carmel offense is when you look at the run pass, it looks like they're more of a running team. But that's partly because their quarterback, Zachary Thomas Osborne, has 43 carries this season. He's actually the leading rusher on the team, 254 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns. His longest run is longer than his longest pass this season. So definitely a running quarterback for Carmel, and kind of should be a fun one to watch.
Of course, North Central, led by Zaid Vestal, had pretty solid season to this point, not turning the ball over too often. And that was a big issue for the Panthers last year, and got the Panthers off to a 4-0 start, their best start to a year since 1998.
Yeah, he's done a good job of just getting the job done. Nothing super flashy, not making huge plays, but doing what he needs to get the Panthers some wins.
Set for kickoff here, 75 and sunny on the north side of Indianapolis. Panthers put it in the air. Max McQuiston in the kickoff. Fielded at a 10-yard line by Carmel. Taking it right up the middle of the field is Barron Smith, and he's going to be stuffed at the 25-yard line.
Good special teams play, and that's something we've seen all season for North Central. I think out of the 3 sides of the ball, special teams actually might be the best piece for the Panthers, and a good stop there to get them back in the 25.
Carmel at 3-2, coming off a last-second victory over Lawrence North, 36-34 on a field goal as time expired. And as you mentioned, Osborne, I should say, the quarterback for Carmel in the shotgun here for first down, hands it off on the end around to Barron Smith, and he's taken down in the backfield. A terrific play for the Panthers. And it looks like that's number 95 for North Central, Caden Edwards.
Yeah, perfect reading of the play. I think it was a read option because the quarterback held on the ball for a good amount of time before handing it off, but really good job to read the play by him and catch him in the backfield. That's a loss of 5, I think, 4 or 5. Wow.
Yeah, they put him back at the 20. That's a loss of 5. Osborne in the shotgun here, second down and 15. Sends a man in motion to the far side, takes the snap, screen pass to that man who went in motion, and he's got nowhere to go. Able to pick up 3 or 4 yards over on the far side as the Jordan Jones getting the carry there, getting the screen pass that time and taking it for a few.
And that was actually pretty close to breaking big because there weren't a lot of defenders back for North Central, but a great tackle by Deshaun Hunter to get him around the ankle and bring him down.
A 3rd and 10 here for Carmel on their first offensive possession. Osborne stays in the shotgun, 2 receivers on either side. Zach White joins him in the backfield. He missed last week's game, but one of their better running backs as Osborne steps up in the pocket, makes the pass, completes it downfield to Jordan Jones right at the first down marker, and that'll move the chains.
Yeah, that was a good first down there, but what he missed was he had Jackson Griffin open deep. He got past Deshaun Hunter's press coverage, and probably they could have completed it for a lot more yards, maybe even a touchdown, if he had done a good pass to Jones.
Oh, excuse me, it was actually Colton Parker, their leading wide receiver on the year. His 18th catch of the season, and a 1st and 10 for Carmel at their own 37-yard line. Osborne in the gun. Brings Smith in motion from the near side. Handoff is faked, and then a pitch over on the far side to Jones, and he's able to pick up 3, taken down out of bounds at the 40. Well, a nice play action there. I thought that Osborne had handed it off. Instead, he kept it, and then a delayed pitch.
Yeah, that was tough to see, I agree. But at the end of the play, a very great, strong tackle by Zion Woods, leading tackler for North Central.
They give him 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6 for the Greyhounds.
Stuck on last week still.
Yes. And another pitch, this time back to Zach White on the near side, as he's able to get out to the near sideline and push that out of bounds finally at about the 49-yard line. He picks up another first down.
And Carmel's kind of beating the Panthers at their own game. North Central likes these kind of dump-offs, these little quick pitches and passes and things like that, and that's what Carmel's doing, and it's working very well so far.
Greyhounds going left to right here in the first quarter, wearing white with white pants, yellow helmets. Osborne going with a hard count, doesn't get North Central to jump. Panthers are in black, red letters and numbers, black helmets, red pants. And now with two running backs in the backfield with him, Osborne faked the handoff, runs it himself right up the middle, and takes it into North Central territory, taken out of the 46.
Yep, and that's what he does. As I said earlier, a very mobile quarterback, and of course North Central has got to be ready for that.
It's a 6-yard pickup on first down to make it 2nd down and 4. Two receivers out far side, one near for Osborne. A running back on either side. This time he does hand it off right up the middle to Zach White. White barrels forward for the first down, pushing, and finally taken down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain.
And this isn't the run defense we're used to seeing from North Central. They're usually very strong in the run and forcing defenses to pass. I guess not last week, but besides that, I'd like to see a little more from that defensive line in the linebacking core.
Osborne with a 1st and 10 now. Ball at the Panther 39 as Carmel has moved the ball down the field methodically here, their first drive of the game. Osborne looking to the sideline for a play call, steps back into the shotgun. He'll take the snap, fakes the handoff, stands in the pocket, throws down the middle of the field. It's tipped. A flag flies in. The ball falls incomplete. Just shy of the Panther 25. We'll see what the flag is.
If that's pass interference, then that's a disappointing penalty because the Panthers had that one all covered up. There were 2 defenders in the area, so I don't think they would have needed to hold or interfere with the receiver in that play.
As the officials discuss it, 2 flags thrown. And still waiting to see what the call is. They call a hold against the Panthers. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty and a first down. And well, they spotted it at 29, and North Central gave him 10 yards.
They said holding, right?
I thought that it was a defensive holding call, which would have been a 5-yard penalty, but they gave him 10, and the ball was at the North Central 29-yard line, 1st and 10 for Carmel. 8:53 left here, first quarter. No score between the Greyhounds and Panthers. Osborne brings a man in motion from the far side, takes the snap, runs it himself right up the middle. There's nowhere to go. He's taken out of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's more like it. The defensive line just crashed that one, got off their blocks, and immediately took down Osborne.
Generous spot to give him a yard on that. Wasn't sure he even got back to the line of scrimmage, but nonetheless, it'll be 2nd down and 9. Carmel in no hurry here on their first drive. 2 receivers go out left for Osborne, 1 on the near side. It's Parker. Osborne taking the snap. Handoff is to Zach White near side, and he's past the 25 and then taken down at the 23-yard line. A 6-yard pickup will make it 3rd and short.
So, Max, neither of us knew this, but I guess defensive holding in high school football actually is a 10-yard penalty, so that's why they give him 10.
There you go. I should know that.
Well, it gets confusing with the NFL and everything.
Yes.
I mean,
3rd down and about 3 for the Greyhounds. Ball at the Panther 23-yard line. Osborne from the gun takes the snap, hands it off again to White. This time he's wrapped up and taken down in the backfield. Isaiah Ryle was there along with Micah Green.
That's a great defensive stop, and now they forced Carmel into kind of a long field goal situation right now. Really good job to end this drive by the defense.
Spencer Hanna is going to attempt this field goal. He is perfect on the season. He made a school record 5 field goals last week against Lawrence North.
This would be his season long, though.
This would be his season long, you're right. And the kick is on its way. And it is good. Spencer Hanna with a nice kick there. That was a good,
at least 10 yards to spare there.
Yeah. And that was 30?
That was a 44.
44.
Yeah.
44 yards.
Easily made it.
For Spencer Hanna. And Carmel takes a 3-0 lead with 7:05 to play in the first quarter.
Well, not the ideal start for the Panthers, but again, they got kind of a bad start on the drive and then ended up with some good run defense overall. Good job reading the plays at the end of that last set of downs. So I trust the Panther offense to score some points in this half, and so not a terrible start.
Panthers try to move on after that shutout last week. The first time they've been shut out since week 1 last season against Fishers. Deshaun Hunter and Theron Johnson back to return for the Panthers. Theron Johnson getting some attention this week, getting an offer from Notre Dame as he continues to weigh his options. He's verbally committed to Northwestern, but could change his mind. And certainly has earned it with the way he's played on both sides of the football here the first 5 weeks.
Yeah, he's first and foremost a cornerback, but I could definitely see him playing some wide receiver in college.
Spencer Hanna set to kick it away for Carmel. Ball in the air. It's a squib kick that is going to be picked up by Theron Johnson at the 12-yard line. Takes it right down the middle of the field at the 20, 25, 30. Spin move, still on his feet. And finally taken down in a pile past the 35 at the 37-yard line.
He almost broke that, too. It's a good return.
Good starting field position for the Panthers. Zade Vestal, David Smith and company coming onto the field for the first time. Nothing was working last week for North Central. Negative yards rushing on the game and very little passing. Finished with 26 yards of offense. Vestal in the gun, 2 receivers on either side. David Smith offset to the left. Vestal taking the snap. Handoff is to Smith. He gets tripped up right at the line and actually loses a couple yards. I think maybe he tripped before the defense even got there.
I don't think the defender even hit him to the ground. He just kind of fell on his own, and then the defense was there.
So a loss of 2 on first down. And he says 2nd down and 12. Vestal coming to the sideline for a play call. And runs it back in the huddle. Kevin O'Shea giving him the play call in his 4th season here at North Central, 22-15 record. Vestal has trips right, 1 receiver to his left as well, empty backfield. Taking the snap, standing, and this play is going to be blown dead. A false start, I believe, against the Panthers, and no, illegal, a delay of game. There you go. So that's a 5-yard penalty. And the Panthers continue to dig themselves a hole. Now 2nd down and 17. Ball's at the Panther 30. Vestal in the gun, taking the snap, stands in the pocket, steps up, has room. He's going to run it himself. Running, got some room past the 40 and nearly to the 45-yard line. They'll mark him at the 45. It's a 14-yard pickup on the ground for Vestal.
I think he's just broke into positive yardage on the season for rushing. He was at -9 yards coming into the game.
Got the defense coming at him, and there was no one in the middle of the field. Makes it a manageable 3rd down and 3 now for the Panthers. Ball at the North Central 44-yard line. Vestal from the gun, 2 receivers on either side. Taking the snap. Fake the handoff of Smith, rolling out to the far side. Defense coming. He gets rid of it, and it's caught It was not a great pass, but Connor Thompson goes on the ground and able to make it from his knees at the Carmel 41.
It was a very athletic play by both Vestal and Thompson. Zaid was hit as he threw it and just barely got it far enough for Connor, and then he came back to it and caught it. What a chain mover for the Panthers.
North Central now in Carmel territory and keeping this drive moving. Connor Thompson, Theron Johnson, and Diallo all line up to the near side. Pipkin alone on the far side. Vestal in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fake the handoff to Smith, completes the screen pass here to Diallo as he gets tripped up by his own feet, falling to the turf at the 30-yard line, but he got another first down.
Yeah, he was wide open. That was some blown coverage there by Carmel. And you're right, he kind of fell on his own and slow to get up.
Now Diallo still on the field. Trainer going to come out and help him with that leg as he fell to the turf. But certainly some encouraging signs from this offense here on the first drive. North Central really did not play Carmel close for a lot of years. It was a 13-game losing streak to the Greyhounds until the Panthers got the win last season, 27-21 at Carmel. And that was when the Greyhounds led 21-10 with just over 5 minutes to play, and the Panthers stormed back to get that victory. And even before, even the 2 games prior, since Kevin O'Shea has been the head coach at North Central, all 3 games coming into tonight against Carmel have been decided by single digits. The 2 Carmel wins were both by a point each, one in triple overtime, and then North Central able to break through and get the win last year, 27-21. Offense back on the field here, 1st and 10 from the 31 of Carmel. Vestal in the gun, taking the snap. Looks, throwing deep downfield. He overthrew his man, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Pipkin on the far side.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what he thought he had there because the defenders were deeper than the receiver when he threw it. So definitely not very close for that one working.
4:45 left here, first quarter. North Central trailing Carmel 3-0. And these have been 2 long drives for each team to start the game. Panthers with a 2nd and 10. Ball again is at the Carmel 31. Vestal taking the snap. Handed off to David Smith right up the middle as he breaks out of 1 tackle and gets taken down at the 26. Pick up a 5.
I like that play call, trying to get a few yards for 3rd down. You don't want a 3rd and 10, especially with this offense, which is kind of more reliant on the shorter gains. So it's a much better chance to convert here.
Yeah, 3rd and 5 for North Central. As Vestal remains in the shotgun, 2 receivers on either side, taking the snap, dropping back, pressure coming. He dumps it off to Connor Thompson. Thompson using a screen to get some room. Did he get enough for the first? He's taken down past the 25. They mark him at the 23. He's about a yard shy of the first down marker. And a decision to be made here by Kevin O'Shea.
That was a well-designed screen and a good run by Thompson. Just not quite enough room to get to the first down. And I think they're going to go for it. Looks like they are.
Well, it's 4th down and 2. And the offense staying on the field. It'd be a fairly long field goal for North Central, who hasn't had a great year kicking it with a variety of kickers. So they keep the offense on the field here for 4th down and 2. Vestal from the gun, taking the snap. Pressure coming as he's got a run, rolling out to the far side. A flag thrown as Vestal runs it along the far sideline. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but pushed out of bounds shy of the marker. We'll see what the flag is.
And it's going to be holding offense. The referee just motioned that, so
that's going to be declined.
Yeah.
And North Central turns it over on downs. Vestal did a good job to extend the play at least. He had a lot of pressure coming at him.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get caught from behind, but he ran past the defensive lineman.
And that is the call, an offensive holding. Penalty declined, and Carmel takes over at their own 23-yard line. Panthers were able to move it down the field, but turn it over on downs, and Carmel gets their second offensive possession of the game. Zach Osborne comes out in the shotgun with one receiver left, two right. Now he brings the man in motion, hands it off up the middle to Zach White, who fights through a couple of tackles. And wow, got 9 yards on that somehow. It felt like just a couple, but kept those legs moving.
Yeah, he found the hole, went right through it. Good blocking.
2nd and 1 upcoming for Carmel. Both these teams 2-1 in the MIC Conference. North Central looking to stay undefeated at home. They're 2-0 here at Panther Stadium. Osborne faked the handoff to White, gives it on the end around to Jones, who gets the first down, picks up 3.
Yeah, this Carmel offense is really tricky. They have a lot of times 2 running backs, or at least two people that they're thinking about giving it to. Plus, of course, the quarterback Osborne, always a threat to run. So it's tough to know what they're going to do with the ball each and every play.
Or what they have done with the ball. You can't tell as the play is developing. It's tough to tell where the ball is.
It's a very well-coached offense.
Osborne from the shotgun, 1st and 10 at their own 35. Handoff is to Jones right up the middle, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. That's Micah Green. Give him a tackle for a loss. They mark him down a yard.
Yeah, Green, 9 tackles for loss in the season. That leads the team, I believe, and another one there.
Yeah, Micah Green has been fantastic all season long. And it's 2nd down and 11 for Carmel at their own 34. Osborne takes the snap. And this play is blown dead. It's a false start against the Greyhounds. That pushes him back another 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 16.
Yeah, Carmel's still backed up pretty far. They're at their own 34, or 29, actually. So if Panthers can allow them not to give very many more yards, they could be set up in good field position.
Carmel always seems to get better as the season goes on. They were 4-3 last year and then won 7 straight games on their way to a state title. Osborne from the shotgun, taking the snap, and he's swallowed up in the backfield, taken down for a sack. Major yardage lost there. That's Josiah Green.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the play design was there, whether he was going to pass or run. I think he was trying to run, and he just had absolutely nowhere to go.
So more yardage lost by Carmel, and they now face a 3rd and 21. Ball is at their own 24-yard line. Osborne shotgun, trips right. Handed it off to White. White breaks free of the far side, taken down at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 8, and Carmel will be forced to punt.
Yeah, no first down there, but that 8-yard pickup, as you said, it still helps them a lot because that's 8 more yards to punt.
So first punt of the game comes as there's just 50 seconds left in the first quarter, and the clock continues to wind down. Carmel has a 3-0 lead. Snap is clean. Punt in the air. Over the near side by Owen Schaefer. It is kicked towards the sideline, and it does go out of bounds at the Panther 38. That's where the North Central offense will get their second crack at it.
Yeah, not the best punt there.
I think the main goal was to keep it out of the hands of Theron Johnson.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So Panthers will have 1 or 2 plays here. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Keyshawn Pipkin, Theron Johnson, and Connor Thompson all go out to the far side. Diallo to the near side as Vestal takes the snap. Rolling out, pressure coming. He throws on the run, completes it to Diallo, and Diallo pushed out of bounds just shy of the first down marker.
Wow, that was a very impressive throw. Vestal's starting to look pretty sharp out there, completing throws on the run while he's hitting everything.
It's a pickup of 9. Or make it 8, 2nd down and 2. And the Panthers will have to run one more play here before the end of the quarter, as they stop the clock on the out of bounds. Trips left for Vestal. Takes the snap, rolling to the near side. little dump off pass to Smith, and he's taken down immediately, but it was enough for a first down. He got to the 49-yard line. And a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, that was a shovel pass there. Interesting play design. I'm not sure if I'd call it on 2nd and 2. You have a wide open play, but you can go a little deeper if you want. But it got the job done. Got a first down.
And now North Central appears they're going to let the clock run out here in the first quarter. At the end of one, North Central trails Carmel 3-0. Be back with second half action in just a moment. You're listening to North Central Panther football on 89.3 WJEL.